Hey, hello everyone. I want to quickly explain how document summarization works in a context of large language model or generative AI. I'm going to give you some basic tips about this. So basically, anytime you try to summarize a document, there's only three things you need to understand. And there's three methods actually. Number one, it's called scuffing method. So what it does is basically if your document or the text you extract from the document, the data, it is within the context window, and you think that you can summarize within that, you can feed the entire document to the LLM, and for summarization, you use something called scuffing, and that is the method actually being used in the framework like Langchain. So you feed the entire document and you get the summary. Typically, it should be a better summary because all the context is present, but that is not the traditional case, right? The second option is that when, let's say, you have a 32 page or 40 page, you have a larger documents and you really can't send, that's why you use something called MapReduce, which is basically meaning that chunking method. So you basically split the entire document into chunks, you summarize each and every chunk, and then you take the summaries. You can do parallel processing, right? You can, let's say, 32 chunks you have for your document, you parallelly summarize them, and then you take all the summary and send those to a final one, like a combined summary. That's a MapReduce method. So you can use in Langchain as a MapReduce type. But typically the problem with this approach is this is good, this solves the problem, but this sometimes lose the context because you're processing parallelly, and you one page, another page has a sequential context, so you lose that. So the third option is, which is I think most suitable, and it's called refine, and that's why in the Langchain we use refine method. So what it does is that you don't do parallel processing, rather you do sequential processing. So you split your document into chunks. So you summarize the first chunk, get the summary, and then you take the second chunk plus the summary of the first chunk and you summarize. And that is how you proceed. Then you do take the summary of the second chunk plus the second chunk plus the summary of first chunk, and then you get second chunk summary. You send that to third chunk, and that's how you go on. So this is called refine if you use Langchain. Literally, you can use any other technology also, not just Langchain. These are the three basic types. Hope that is helpful. Go ahead and implement it and let us know.